All right.
Okay.
So it's grown folks' time, Artworld. It's grown.
Okay.
All right. So we have let me get this. We have Artworld and we have Ronnie up here to this to go for this part 2 of the debate. Sam is going to list the questions are going to appear on the screen. Do you have any questions about how it's basically you're going to both answer the questions without interrupting, then you can have a debate about it. Okay. So the next question is
Hi Artworld, how are you?
I'm good. Right. How you doing?
Good.
Can you see
Sammy? Y'all ready?
What's up, Sammy?
Yes.
How are you?
Sammy,
you look nice today. You look really nice.
Thank you. All right, y'all ready for the question?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you had to pick one person who should not be asked back, who should it be and why? And what do you think the impact will be of that person leaving? You want to go first?
You want to go, Artworld?
Sure. I would not ask Melissa back because she's boring. It's hard though because her husband, he brings out another side of the show that's entertaining, but she shouldn't come back. It's been proven that she does nothing for the show. When Teresa, right before she went to prison, Melissa had a friend come on, and it was kind of like revolving around those twins and Melissa's dynamic with her friend. And that season was complete trash. And then when Teresa went away, of course, they shut down production. So I definitely think that Melissa brings nothing. She has fake storylines. Nothing seems authentic. And I don't want to see her back. Well, I mean, I kind of do because of her husband, but if I had to choose, it would be her to not come back.
It would be okay. And what about you, Ron?
Well, I want to see Melissa come back. I want to see Joe come back. Team Melissa all day, every day. Joey Gorga, yes. That's like heavy in the paint. I go for that for sure. Who is the most lackluster? Teresa's probably the most lackluster, especially the husband really throws it off. But I wouldn't answer it with that. I'm going to answer it with Jen Aiden. Her time has sort of been up. I mean, she played the role of going.
I'm sorry, just between.
Yeah, just between. So okay. So if Teresa was to leave, how do you feel that would impact the show?
If Teresa left the show, you know, out of respect, I'll say something probably unpredictable. Out of respect, I mean, I love Melissa heavy, right? But out of respect, I will say the best bet for everybody, for all of our sanity, because this was a tough reunion. Episode 1, I agree with whoever said it, that was the best one. Everyone is so tired of this, right? So rather than make it this versus this, why don't everyone who likes Teresa, which I can't imagine liking her because she is so boring, dried paint is more interesting. But the point is, let her get that. I think somebody said it earlier today, get her notoriety status or whatever it is called, like the legend of the show. I don't mind it, but spin her right on off and see if she can bring something to the table. You know, she's not really going to be able to do it on her own. I mean, the daughters are not going to really work. We don't even know. She's not even been with this husband like more than 2 seasons, you know what I mean, throughout the year. So she doesn't even know the guy she's married to. Granted, that may make for good TV, but I don't think her doing her own show would be a success, but it would suffice everybody who wants to still see her. I don't want to see her.
You have a rebuttal for that, Artworld?
Well,
hi, Jamie.
Hi.
You know, the just like you said, Teresa is boring. Melissa is boring. The same thing. She brings nothing but her husband. And I feel like Louis and Teresa dynamic would be more interesting because Louis is kind of one of those, like, I don't really care for him, but he's entertaining and he's so mysterious and you just don't know what he's going to do or say. And so I feel like Joe Gorga the only way that Melissa could survive is through Joe Gorga.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because for the record, I'll flip it the other way. Give Melissa and Joe their own show, and then I'll go watch that. I'll still watch New Jersey because I still think there's a good amount of cast members. The difference between a Melissa fan and a Teresa fan, we don't give a care about Teresa. She is boring. She doesn't look like she could add 10 plus 10, but at the same time, let her go do what she does. Melissa, like, I just think she brings a lot to the table. The concept of her not having a storyline is so funny and cheesy to me. I don't see it. She's one of the pretty girls. She's one with confidence. I've always liked the relationship that Joe and Melissa have had because they're the type that both know they're generally pretty hot. They talk little flirty energy or whatever. And if one does go out and stray or whatever, it's like, I'll get another one 10 times better than you. They have a fun confidence that I think Teresa doesn't recognize. She doesn't know how to have that confidence. And Teresa, because she doesn't know how to use her words, she gets angry. And I think that's the biggest problem of the show. I wish for the sake of the show, Teresa was a little smarter. Yeah.
Okay.
Joe gets angry as well, though.
Oh, hold on, y'all. I have something because I that was good. But in regards to the storyline, because the thing about Twitter is like a smorgasbord of housewives. You know, there's old clips, new clips. And I actually said something to Tez that I think it fits very, very well right here, especially with you saying that you don't think that they would have a problem having a storyline if it wasn't for Teresa and Teresa. And we say it all the time, at least I know I do, that they know that they need Teresa for a storyline. And the comments don't roll with it. So maybe if you hear it from the horse's mouth himself, then it would probably make more sense. If you could, Tez, play that little video, please.
Oh shit, I forgot. So he had a video. It's actually an audio. I didn't do the video because this audio was requested by Sammy, not me.
I just gotta say that if Pretty is a storyline, Melissa still needs a storyline.
Can we hear the audio, Danny, please?
Move on tweeted, why did you promise not to talk about the Giudices only to go on Melissa's podcast to do just that? Do you really believe your nieces would have been homeless and not have food if it wasn't for you?
Well, I didn't mean homeless. What I meant was we kept the show going.
Okay.
Because, you know, we went through a downfall, right?
Okay. Other people pointed out, though, that we did shut production for a while until Teresa came out.
Correct.
Right.
And then when we do film, listen, we have a storyline. This show has been epic because of the family drama.
Yes.
Correct?
That you're involved with.
Right.
There you go.
There you go.
Gorga, we got this a lot for you, so I got to ask. Move on tweeted, why did...
Okay, my bad. Stop. Okay.
Can I just say, as far as storylines, I don't think either one of these couples can exist without the other. They are so knee-deep in their own bullshit, their own animosity, their own hatred for each other. I think that they now are in this symbiotic relationship of toxicity that if either one of them were to leave, they would not know how to just be by themselves. Because as much as Melissa talks about Teresa and Louis talk about them.
So thank you first, Ronnie and Artworld. We can get y'all down. We can continue the show.
Let us know in the chat.
Thank you.
I think won that debate between Ronnie and Artworld. Okay, let us know in the comments. All right.
Hey, Artworld, you were a tough opponent.
Neither one of y'all were moving.
I'm not even that much of a Teresa. Jen is my girl, but I like Teresa way more than Melissa. So
can I give
not third string?
Can I give last words on Melissa? I'm just saying that I really, and you guys can think how you want, I really feel like with or without the show, she's amazing. This is what I'm saying. Like, we are only getting a window under this Teresa thing, which I'll give credibility to that. Melissa is definitely that icon. I gotta stand 10 toes down on that. And we're already and I say it proudly, and I'm always gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it warm and humorous and all these things. Like, I guarantee she will be popping regardless of the show. So again, spin-off, stay on the show, or go start doing the e-correspondence that she was doing for the Met Gala, like all of the things she's already working on and like positioning herself. She's always going to be an icon on this show. Teresa, boring. That's the end of the sentence. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Okay, y'all. They need to calm down.
To different. I enjoy listening to because nobody moved. I will say that.
It was their square, and that was there.
It was their square. I love it. And in the comments, thank y'all for being respectful too. Because I mean, listen, you that's what it is.
I don't see Melissa being iconic off the show because she ain't iconic on the show. So if she can't pop while she's on the TV, then when nobody can see her, they really ain't gonna be thinking about it. But to hear Joe himself say that we need this storyline with Teresa, this is what makes the show so epic after the downfall. He labeled it a downfall, which was them not filming. But to say that we have this storyline with Teresa with his family drama and making it so epic, they know what they're doing. That's why they continue to pick with that woman because it feeds shit. If it wasn't for Teresa, they wouldn't be able to put food on their table for their kids. It seems like.
All right,
be able to buy them fake purses to sell.
We're moving on. All right, so part 3 of this reunion was actually where